Family members of a Dallas woman shot and killed in the parking lot of a PetSmart this week are speaking out about the tragedy. According to an arrest affidavit, 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson was shot to death after confronting another woman for not saying thank you as she held the door for her. NBC5's Candace Sweat has the story.
Like a bad dream that I can never wake up from.
Leslie Wickware, flanked by her daughter and grandson, says the question they all have is why.
You have taken their mother from them. You took my daughter, you took her sister, you took their aunt, her cousin, you took her from us for no reason.
Her daughter, 41-year-old Cecilia Simpson, was shot and killed by 22-year-old Kiana Hampton just days ago.
I would never forget those screams. I would never. The screams when she was calling me, telling me her mother got shot. The screams in the emergency room when the doctor told us she didn't make it.
It's how the shooting unfolded that simply doesn't make sense.
I haven't been able to sleep much. It's just unreal to lose your only sibling this way.
According to court documents, Simpson was leaving the Five Below store on Wheatland Road. Witnesses say she held the door for Hampton. When Hampton didn't thank Simpson for holding the door, the two engaged in a verbal dispute. A witness said Hampton then followed Simpson to a nearby PetSmart where she continued to engage. At some point, the dispute turned physical and she shot Simpson several times.
Yo. Hold on, man. Let me back up because I actually want to read this. Let me back up a little bit because I want to see if I can read. All right. It says Dallas police homicide detectives arrived at the location and spoke with witnesses and obtained video surveillance. Detectives spoke with witness one, whose name will remain anonymous for safety reasons, who was the complainant. The complainant at the time of the offense occurring. Witness one stated that she and complainant were leaving Five Below at the same time as suspect. Complainant held the door for suspect as suspect exited the store. Complainant became upset due to suspect not thanking her for holding the door. Complainant and suspect engaged in a verbal dispute. Complainant and witness one went to their car and drove to PetSmart, located in the same shopping center. I'm assuming witness one is her daughter, I believe. That's why, and that's also, I believe she's might be underage. That's also why she's not being shown on camera and why her name isn't being mentioned. I believe she's her younger daughter, which is a tragedy all in itself because you literally had to watch your mother be gunned down right in front of you. But it says complainant and witness one went to the car and drove to PetSmart located in the same shopping center. Suspect walked towards the same PetSmart. Complainant and witness one entered the store and informed employees that they were being followed by suspect. This is why I understand when people be like, yo, we need stricter gun laws. I understand why people will say that. I understand why people are of the mind that, yo, we need stricter gun laws because we just give a gun to anybody out here. And these people are loose cannons. They're literally waiting and wanting for something to pop off so that they can use their gun. Because what was the reason? The situation, it was already over. The person who questioned you about holding the door open, they had already disengaged. They had left the scene. You can't then follow them with your gun, re-escalate the situation, re-engage with the person, and then shoot them and be like, oh, it was self-defense. I want to know so badly what her defense is going to be. I want to know so badly what she said that her defense was in this. After you followed this person to the store, to another location, and re-engaged them, and escalated it to a physical altercation where you end up shooting them and killing them. Suspect entered the store and engaged in a verbal dispute with witness one. Suspect exited the store and returned several minutes later. That means she left? So you left to go get the gun. You left to go get the gun. Suspect and complainant continued to engage in a verbal dispute prior to being told to leave the store by employees. Suspect, complainant, and witness one went into the parking lot. As complainant and witness one were entering their vehicle, suspect threw a drink bottle at their vehicle. Complainant walked over to suspect and continued to engage in a verbal dispute that escalated into a physical altercation between complainant and suspect. Witness one saw complainant engaged in the physical altercation and struck suspect several times while yelling to leave complainant alone. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is sounding like the daughter saw her mother being attacked and jumped in, basically saying, "Get off my mama." Witness one stepped away from the fight, and that is when suspect took out a black and silver handgun and fired 3 times at complainant. Complainant was struck by the gunfire and fell to the ground. Jesus Christ, yo. All over her not saying thank you.
Documents Simpson was leaving the Five Below store on Wheatland Road. Witnesses say she held the door for Hampton. When Hampton didn't thank Simpson for holding the door, the two engaged in a verbal dispute. A witness said Hampton then followed Simpson to a nearby PetSmart where she continued to engage. At some point, the dispute turned physical and she shot Simpson several times.
What was she thinking?
Yeah.
What was going through her mind? Why did she have to follow my mom? What provoked her to continue to engage with my mom?
I'd like to go ahead and lead us in prayer before we get this started, all right, y'all? Heavenly Father, we'd like to
Classmates, also dealing with the loss, met at Armstrong Park for a balloon release in Simpson's memory.
Outside of this horrible tragedy, she was a person who has kids and a family who loves her and will miss her.
Oh, yeah, we go on count of 3, y'all. We gonna say, CC, we love you. 1, 2, 3. CC, we love you, girl. We love you, girl. We love you, CC. We love you.
In Duncanville, Candace Sweat, NBC5.
Yeah, humans are so fucking mentally fragile and weak, yo. Humans are so mentally fragile and weak. For all the intelligence that we have, as the superior quote unquote species on this planet, it amazes me how we continue still to act like barbaric animals. Still. What do we grow this culture for? What was the purpose of us instating laws? What was the purpose of us making guidelines and rules to follow? What was the purpose of us building communities and homes and culture? If at the end of the day, all we're reduced to is barbaric animals. This was an animal. 22 years old. 22 years old. Now your life is done. It's forfeit. You through. Pack you up. You out of here. Pack you up. Pack you up. I don't understand. I have a hard time. I have a really, really hard time understanding incidents like this. I've gone to places and there's been plenty of times where I've held the door open for somebody, whether it's a gentleman or a lady. I've held the door open and it's been plenty of times where the person didn't say a word. You think I said something? Do you think I found that? Do you think I pressed the issue at the time? Like, hey, yo, you ain't gonna say nothing? Hey, yo, you ain't gonna say thank you? Nope. I let it go. I let it roll out. It could, because what does it matter to me? It's not no skin off my shoulder that you didn't say thank you. Granted, it's rude, right? Granted, I would hope that you learned better at home, but some people weren't. Some people weren't taught better, and you just never know the mental space of people. Maybe somebody was having a bad day. Maybe somebody's mental space was somewhere totally different. Maybe their mind wasn't on the door at all, or the interaction, or you holding the door open. Maybe their mind was somewhere else. Maybe they lost somebody. Who knows? It's 1,000 things that go through people's mind on a day-to-day basis. So I'm not going to say what she was thinking or why she didn't say it. Yeah, it could have been a point of or fact of that she was just a rude-ass motherfucker. And sometimes you run up against people like that. So what you gonna do? Fight everybody? You gonna confront everybody? You gonna go at everybody? No. I like doing content like this because I like to put focus and a light on it, on things and instances like this where I think that we can learn from. I think you can learn from this. I think you can learn from this. Absolutely. Do not engage people. If you open the door, you holding the door open for somebody and they don't say thank you, okay, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. What is going to hurt you to keep it pushing? You ain't got to say nothing to them. Why is it that we think we always got to check somebody? We always think we got to check. Oh, I got to say something. I just got to say, I got to check. No, keep your mouth in check. Keep your emotions in check and you can get home safely. That's the lesson here, unfortunately, because we got loose cannons running around with guns on them. That's willing to kill you for nothing. For saying for saying any wrong word to them, they're willing to take you off the board. So I think this is a perfect lesson that we can all learn from. Keep your mouth shut, yo. If you push past somebody or you hold the door open for somebody and they don't feel like saying thank you in the moment, cool, bet. I keep it pushing. I don't engage them. I don't say nothing slick to them. I keep it moving. I keep going on about my day. I got a job at the end of the day. My job is to get back home safely. I'm not about to stand here and argue with no stranger. That's weird. I'm not about to engage no stranger that I don't know in an argument. For what? I got more important things to do, frankly. I got content to make. I got shit to do with my kids. I got shit to do with my friends. I got shit to do with my wife. I got to get back home. Who cares that you didn't say thank you? All right, cool, bet. Cool. And it's not going to stop me from opening the door or holding the door open for somebody else. Just because you didn't do it. We got to get out of this. We got to get out of this mental space of where we think we supposed to hold somebody accountable and we got to say something to them. We got to keep them in check. We got to put somebody else in check. No, you don't know what these people is thinking out here. You don't know what they thinking and you don't know what they got on them. Keep your mouth shut and keep it moving. Keep your mouth shut and keep it moving. You don't have to check or engage anybody. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this crazy situation all over somebody not saying thank you. It went from literally 0 and escalated to 1,000. And all of a sudden, a simple trip to PetSmart, turned into a murder case. Wild. Animals and demons out here. Let God sort them out. Anyway, drop a comment down below. I'll holler at y'all later.